Hey everyone, we've got a slightly different video for you guys today. We're going to show you how you can use the code that Locofy generates and leverage an LLM to make your static designs interactive. Okay, let's use an example that all of you have probably seen in many of our other videos, and that's our localhost sample project. This is available on our Figma community page, and you can copy this project into your own Figma and follow along this video. I'll add a link to that sample project in the description below. So let's take a look at this design over here. I have already ran Locofy Lightning and generated some React code down here. You can see that above there is an image gallery carousel over here. It's currently static, but I would expect this to work in such a way where if I click on one of these smaller images down here, it would switch the main image above with the image that I selected. It's also pretty common to have some left and right arrows on the main image so that I can navigate through the images. I'm going to show you how we can do that with the help of LLMs. Alrighty, so I have exported and downloaded all of the code from Locofy, and I'm currently running it on my local machine. So as you can see here, this is the design that I converted, and it is still static. When I click on the images down here, nothing happens. So let's go back to VS Code. I have already identified the component image gallery over here and its corresponding CSS file over here. I have already uploaded these files into Claude. So I've got my TSX file and my CSS file over here. I've already prepared a pretty simple prompt. Let me run through it quickly. This just says the image gallery is static. Please make it interactive. The first feature here is when I click on the bottom row of images, I want the main image above to switch to reflect to the selected image. The second thing here is the main image should have left and right arrows to navigate between the images. The next thing is just telling Claude the path of the images, image gallery 1 to image gallery 5. And finally, Claude tends to use Tailwind CSS, but I want Claude to use CSS modules instead, so I'm just making that explicit over here. All right, so let's go ahead and run this. Okay, looks like the code's been generated. So let me go ahead and copy and paste this back into my VS Code over here. So that's my TSX file, save, let's go to the CSS file, copy, paste, and save. All right, let's check it out on the browser to see what happens. Okay, it looks good. So if I click on the images here, you can see that the main image is changing to reflect it. And the left and right arrows seem to be working as well. Amazing. Okay, great. Everything looks good, but I want to add one more feature. So another expectation for one of these image galleries is that when I click on the main image, it should pop up to a full screen to make it bigger. So let's go ahead and try that in Claude over here. Okay. Let's just say I want to add one more functionality. If I click on the main image, it should pop out full screen. All right, let's run this. Okay, looks like Claude is done. So let me copy and paste the code back to VS Code again. Save, CSS, copy, paste, and save. All right, let's see how that looks on the browser now. Okay, so let's go ahead and try to see if all the existing functionality still works. Yep. And now let's try clicking on the main image here. Amazing. So looks like a full screen modal pops out, and I still have the left and right navigations here and a close icon on the top right. Amazing. So that is how we can leverage the power of LLMs to further extend the code from Locofy. So go crazy, get creative. We can't wait to see what you guys build.